Okay, I can see it is live stream. We can start, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just share my screen then. Okay, I think, okay, the request will go to you. Okay, now I can share it. Okay. Okay, we can get started. Yeah. Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the bi-weekly meeting of KP IBM Cloud project. Uh, yeah, so we are meeting after quite long now. This is our first meeting in 2026. Today is 20th Jan. I have already created the meeting notes here, so please add yourselves to the attending list. Okay. We'll quickly go through the comments that have been made post our last meeting. Okay. Okay. December 9th was the last meeting that we had. Post that, we had fixed some security scans that we are filling in the GitHub Actions runs that we have. So, Amulya, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah. So this was to fix the security, the package, update the crypto package in the IBM for this IBM Cloud Manager. And so we just updated the Go version and the version got fixed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, we updated the CAPI version to the 1.12, and this was a straightforward change, so we did not have any much blockers or anything breaking changes that we had to take care of. Straightforward. Okay. Next, another bump version of the platform SDK file. Okay. So the tax proposal by Arshad, we merged that as part of this release. So this proposal will be basically used to tag the tracking of powers cluster resources in a better way, right? I see Arshad is not on the call, but Karthik, would you like to add anything here?
Uh, Yeah, so this is the proposal we proposed last release, I think. The idea is to move away from the control credit flag in the status field and use the more consistent way of tagging the resources whenever we create in the cloud. So this proposal almost contains all those proposed changes with the various tags and the prefaces for the taxes as well. This release, I think she's going to implement it. So, all the changes, I think she's currently working on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the summary would be we are trying to move away from the controller created tag that we have, or the variable that
Yeah.
we had introduced, and try to use a different approach.
Yeah, I just have one quick question there. So do we have tax features for all the resources we have in, on the Powys provider, or do we have any gap there? Then
Uh,
how are we managing that?
we almost have for everything, Manju.
Okay.
The workspaces, the DHCP network, transit gateway, and the VPC resources all have the tagging capability enabled.
Just for
But
the, and I'm curious about the Power VS
yeah,
aspects.
yeah, Power BI is only catch here is that VPC things while creating, we can supply tag, but here she was mentioning we need to do another call to attach the tags.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think if
Yeah,
if whatever resources we are creating, and then like using that earlier method. So if you're able to, sort of able to cover them, I think that should be fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Next, we had this another commit from Chandrika. This was our first contribution to the project. This was to add validation for the encryption key CNR for the VPC machine spec. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think she's on the call. Yep. So this is in line with something which CAPI already has in place in their code base, and we have implemented the same thing in our. Then few of the package dependencies commits that were done. Uh, yeah, then we had our 1.3 release, and post that some of the housekeeping tasks I had to take care of. We had updated documentation to reflect the latest release, and also the E2E config files, and the security scans were updated to run against the latest branch that we have created. And yeah, these were the updates. Okay. Next was the book link. So Netlify link has been updated for the new release, for the release 0.1.3, and this is up and live now. So that was the change in the documentation. Okay. This is one of the major code changes that we are working towards, right? Updating the Cube Builder version from V2 to V3. This is in line with our idea of having the new V1 Beta 3 APIs, and this was the starting part of that. So, Karthik, anything to add here?
Yeah, correct. So we want to create new API types for Power VS and VPC as well eventually to there to the CAPI contracts, whatever they have changed in their new V1 Beta 2 APIs. So currently in CAPI IBM, we use Cube Builder to create a new APIs, but whatever the version we are using, it was old, and using Cube Builder, we are not able to do it. As it was mentioning, it's not supported anymore. So we needed to upgrade the Cube Builder version from V2 to V3. So the V3 version comes with some changes to the package structure and how the controllers are created. So also the layout changes in the project file what KubeBuilder internally maintains to create a new APIs. So this change is particularly about reordering, reshuffling to various directories, and also updating the Docker file to build respective code changes.
Yes. So basically, from a common place in of controllers, we have split it into two parts: the Power VS controllers and VPC are segregated into two different directories now.
Yeah. And everything is moved under internal. The controllers was usually under parent previously, and now it moved under the internal directory. So this is what the guidelines from the Cube Builder.
Yes, and one of the idea behind this was to avoid development interferences, right? When we do some changes in VPC and some changes in Power
Yeah.
BIS.
Correct.
So that we, yeah. Okay. Next up, I added the Netlify site deploy doc. So this was a long pending item from my end. So uh, every time after release, we had to update the Netlify site with the latest release link, and the steps were not exactly documented, or it was not clear from anyone. So yeah, these steps basically takes us through the step-by-step guide that I had to follow, and this was like more of like a trial and error method that I had to go to and figure out the eventually the exact steps that we need to do. So currently, I have the access to Netlify of this particular project, and I had to do it via asking in the org membership to give me that access. So in future also we'll have to raise a similar request if you want to add more contributors from our team there. Yeah.
I just
Apart,
about to ask that, Prajot. I think can we look for adding one more person there so that in case
sure, sure. Yes, yes, we can do that.
we can
Yeah.
see
So
who's the suitable candidate, maybe we need to find and then ask for first.
sure, Manju, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll identify the person for this, and we'll ask them to raise the request, membership request. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this was for that. Yeah. Next was also bump packages. So Aman had removed the deprecated cluster resource set feature flag gate, right, that we had. So this was already deprecated, and we still had that in our documentation and in CI scripts. So Aman worked on this, and he just yeah removed it
Yeah,
from.
actually, this was an experimental feature under Cluster API, and they graduated it to beta. So this feature gate was no more needed. So it is on by default. I think that's why he removed all those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was another one of the major PR. So this was with the same goal,
Uh,
V1 beta 3 APIs. Yeah, Karthik.
uh, Yeah, correct. So previously in the previous paper, we moved the VPC and Power VS control into two separate directories. And here I have made changes to move the Power VS and VPC API types also into two different directories. There are two major reasons. One is that why now is that because anyhow we are going to create the V1 beta 3 APIs and the whoever consuming this need to update their import path. So this was the right chance for us to segregate the APIs. The one reason is that in Power VS we consume a lot of VPC related APIs for load balancer, VPC and all. And it was not evolving as expected. So there was so much dependency on the VPC code. So we are having so many fields which are not at all consumed in the Power VS. So I just moved this as of now. In the next iteration, we are going to remove the unnecessary fields. So we're going to add only when it is necessary. So it becomes cleaner in the API as well, and also a less burden for us to maintain both Power VS and VPC changes whenever we do a simple change in Power VS or VPC. So that is the main intention behind this refactor.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, this was basically built on top of the earlier segregation PR that we had done and putting it more structure into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So update path in project file and
Just
makefile.
sorry to interrupt. So
Yeah.
just one, question of the comment, right?
Yeah.
So whatever refactoring we are doing, so it's not impacting any of the, the end user experience, right? Because it's just matter of
Um,
like project how we are maintaining.
uh,
So
uh,
that's
Yes, Manju, but the end user, when the release is out, they need to update the import paths and all. Currently, most of the
well, uh, that's for the code, but not really
yeah, yeah,
for
correct, correct.
the
Yes,
spec creation and metadata, right? I mean, like
no, no,
whatever.
no, no change at all there, Manju. It remains the same. It's
Yeah,
only the internal code.
I think we might need to give a heads up, like, I don't know, wherever it is being used, like Hypershift, and then like all the
Uh,
different projects, I don't know, wherever they're importing it, I think they have to change their import
uh,
path.
yeah, Manju. Actually, for the installer, I already created a thread in the channel and told them that the main is undergoing some refactoring and it is not advised to update to the main branch. To wait until we have a release. Also, we have a plan to create what changes in the new release so that it will be helpful for them to consume as well.
Yeah. Let's create some README sort of thing, so where
Yeah.
we just what all things they have to take care.
Yes, yes, we'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Next was update path in project file and makefile. So, and I think one more thing was this links were failing and this was blocking our incoming PRs during the link check part. So that was fixed also as part of this PR. Yeah. For the rest, Karthik, anything to add for the rest of the changes? Just.
Nothing. I think these few things I missed during that previous Cube Builder version update. So where I updated the path, but after the refactoring API directives, I missed to add it here. So I just added it here for the cleaner sake. Another thing is that, yeah, the generate manifest, we are using some generate keyword, but the cube builder always, whenever you create a new type, it asks us to run generate manifest, but you're using some other thing. So I just made it same so that it doesn't confuse the future users.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next were few package dependencies bumps and yeah. This was security vulnerability which Amulya fixed. So this was long pending because we had a dependency on the CCM repo commit and the PR was not much that, so we are waiting for it to get merged. Yeah. And post the merge of that, we just updated commit. So this was updated in the main branch and also cherry picked to the rest of the branches. So the security scans are fixed now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So those were all the commits that we have done so far. I'll just quickly take a look at the security scans now that we are talking about it. So this scan on, so this was yesterday. So this was post cherry picking and merge of the PR which Amulya is. So all are green now. So we are good in the security scans front. Quickly taking a look at the Power VS. So we have green runs now for very good amount of time. So this seems very good right now. Checking for VPC. Okay, so we had a VPC failure today, so we'll check that out. But apart from that, it was pretty stable for a very long time. Release 1.2 is one of the supported branches, so that is green. And for PowerVS 2, we have green. Amulya, I don't see the release 0.13 branch yet here.
Let's see that. We'll have to check why don't we see the release 0.3. It was already merged yesterday.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I checked that PR. It got merged yesterday, but yeah, maybe it will take some time to reflect here.
Not sure. Yeah, I'll have to check on that.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Maybe run is not triggered yet. That could be another reason.
Correct.
May
The reason. Yeah, that happens on the weekends only.
Yeah, because it happens weekly, right? Once
Yeah,
weekly, I think.
yeah, that's why we don't see it.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, but overall we are good on this. Only the VPC thing, we'll check it out. Yeah. Okay. Looking at the pending pull requests. Okay, so Karthik raised this PR yesterday, I think, for the PowerVS V1 Beta 3 type. So we have to review it. So this will bring in a lot of new things in with the V1 Beta 3 changes that we are doing. Yeah.
Yeah, for now I just copied all the fields from V1 Beta 2 to V1 Beta 3 for easier migration and to segregate the things. So when this is merged, I think we'll introduce new fields and remove fields which are not required step by step.
But do we have now that we are adding this new API version? So do we know or do we have a plan of maybe fixing all the stuff, whatever we thought it's not really a best practice in the previous release or previous version, right? So do we know the high level, the things we want to change in this new version?
Yeah, Manju, actually, we wanted to do that change. The only initial goal was to add the new fields that was introduced in the cluster, upstream cluster API. So and later drop the fields which are deprecated by them. So that was the initial plan. And yeah, I think other changes we have not yet discussed, or I have some plan. Maybe in the next meeting I can propose those changes.
Yeah, I think as we are introducing a new version, it's worth
Yeah,
exploring what are those the designs we made mistake in the previous one, and then we think we can address some of those stuff. Should
yeah.
definitely aim for. I don't know how many weeks we have for the next release. When is the next release of Cappy?
That
Okay.
I haven't checked. Maybe another few weeks. We'll check with Aman, or I think you can check the release.
Yeah, we can check, I think.
Oh, yeah, we have Rajat here itself in the
Yeah.
release team.
So the planned date is 28th of April. Yeah.
Okay, we have roughly what?
21st. Yeah, 21st of April. Yeah.
We have
Almost
around 3 months.
Yeah, almost 3 months.
I feel like we should really aim for the refactoring if need be. I'm not sure whether we have really considering all those multi workspace, or I don't know. We
Ah,
just I would say it's time to refactor and then consider all those other design aspects, how do we scale this resource going forward
uh,
for the set of requirements, right?
y- yeah, correct.
Mm.
Uh,
So
Take your own time. Maybe let's have one another session in case if you want to
Sure.
brainstorm and discuss. I would say just take some additional effort to have all those things.
Uh, Sure, Manju. I think once the V1 beta 3 goes in, I think we'll just do the CAPI V1 beta 2 fields. Then I can create a enhancement or the PR for the discussion. Like what are the changes we can add on top of the existing fields?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I can
This
do
is
it.
the opportunity I think we should just utilize and then make sure we
Yeah,
get most stuff.
yeah, correct.
yeah, so Karthik, the tax proposal is one of the new thing
Yeah,
that will
correct.
be in the V1 beta 3, and
Yes, correct.
also the controller created. Yeah, so that is one thing that we have definitely planned here for this. But yeah, even on the multi workspace thing, I think we had an update there, so we had kept it on hold. But eventually, if at some point we had to work on it, then yeah, we should make that provision now itself within the new
Yeah,
types.
yeah, maybe not supporting like multi workspace, but the APIs, if you take care of, maybe consider all those aspects and ensure if you're able to cover, right? That'll be great. So I think maybe, yeah, I mean, like flexibility of supporting multi workspace or like, any other features we are thinking of, right? So I think this is the opportunity is what my point is. Not necessarily we implement it right away, but designing API in a way that it can be extensible, like ex, extend it further for the future scope. That makes sense.
Yes, Manju, that's perfect actually.
We'll
Uh,
set up maybe a dedicated meeting to discuss on these things, Karthik.
yeah, sure. The only thing is that we need to add the CAPI changes because I think from August or something, they are going to stop supporting this, whatever the contract version we have, like how we are setting that the infrastructure dot ready equal to true and all. So by then, we just need to adhere to their new standards. Apart from that, we should be good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this was another PR that was raised. This was to add the new machine type, right? Uh, but yeah, the CLA was not signed, so that check is still failing. And yeah, so they had updated it in both places, but I need to check. I'll need to verify whether this is the only region where it is supported or there are some other things that we need to check on this.
Yeah, I also had a query. I think I don't know where is going to be get consumed. So I have requested for some more information. We'll
No.
see.
Yeah, but the person was saying that because this was not added, they were not able to create something, whatever they're trying, and it was failing because it was added in the enums, right? List of enums.
Yeah.
So validation itself was failing and they were not able to create anything. So yeah. Yeah, we'll add more comments here on this PR.
Yep.
Okay.
But what is the
Yeah.
concern there? Like, uh,
So I think Manju, they are trying to create the using this machine type, right? The
yeah,
machines.
yeah, but no, but what is the doubt there? Like, yeah, this is another new P11 machine type they've added in the data center, right? I think maybe somebody would have tried creating this cluster with that new system type. But
Yes, correct.
what is your concern? Like, what exactly you're looking for?
No, Manju, actually, this PR came here from the OpenShift space. So where also in the CAPI report, he tried to create this PR. Yeah, if the idea is to use it there, then I think we need to add this into our released um, branch. Because anyhow, if you add it here and try to use it there, won't have any use, right? So that's my concern.
You
If
mean like
yeah, if
you're talking about backporting it, or what exactly you mean? Like, it's
uh,
not.
yeah, correct. Not backporting it, adding it to the anyhow we are going to create a patch release for the release version, right? The 1.12 what we have.
Mm-hmm.
If the idea is to use it in the downstream things, currently we can't update to the main in the downstream changes.
Yeah, I agree, I
So
agree. But anyways, I
uh,
think what we should do is that you can just
yeah.
merge. I know this PR is not complete. I think so, the Artigen and generation
Hmm.
knowledge not really happened. So once we merge it, I think you might need to cherry pick to a older release for
Uh,
in that.
Yes.
If
yeah.
if they want to consume, so yeah, I can redirect them to consume the patched the
Yeah.
release for the older versions. Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Manju, once we cherry pick, I think we'll have to do that patch release if they really want to use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think anyways, they first you need to merge it in the main patch and then later cherry pick wherever.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to check with them was whether this is the only region where they have added it, or it is available somewhere else that we need to update in our region zones mapping for this particular machine. So I'll post that comment on this PR.
And also, I think some of this information will be in there in Power BI's docs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
official docs. Yeah, we can take
yeah,
it. Yeah.
I think I'm not sure whether we really have reference to those um, the places in our docs. If not, I think it's worth mentioning or updating our docs with those references. Yeah, ideally it should be there in Powers doc. We can refer and then see.
Yes. So this Golang CI bump was another thing that is failing, and this needs to be fixed. Yeah, Amul had anyways tag Chandrika to take a look at this. So we are waiting a response from her. Not sure what's the update here.
She mentioned she'll be working on it, but yeah, might take some time.
Okay, fine. Yeah. But I think, yeah, it seems to be pretty straightforward. The things are already reflected in the test runs, right? Like it shows what things are
Yes,
incorrect.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Katik, so I think this PR is ready for merge, but we are still waiting for the VPC team to come back with
Uh,
their
Uh,
response.
yeah, I think this should be good. I only thing I need to do is that rebase. So they're happy with the changes, but they told that they have introduced some new fields as well, along with what the changes we have done. And
Okay.
he's also willing to work on that.
Yes, Karthik. So I had looked into this. So
Yeah,
my understanding was initially when we looked at the previous versions, right, of the
yeah,
that particular package, there were
mm,
only three
mm,
fields, the one which already
yeah,
had. And if
correct.
we want to be in sync, right now I see they are like around 200 fields that they have introduced, new thing,
Correct.
different codes. So introducing, ideally, if we want to do that, then we should we'll end up doing all those things, right? All the fields.
Uh, yeah, we end up doing all the fields. I think those are all the port numbers from the document. What I read is that it's supported only for few cloud accounts. So these are the
Okay.
generic ones having the specific number, right? So ICMP, TCP, and all. I think they have around 200 unique numbers since they have introduced
Yes.
a new field called something called any protocol any, where the user
Yes.
can set any custom number.
Yeah.
Only major thing they support is these three things as of now.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll need to check with them what
correct,
all needs
correct.
to go here, because we cannot just keep some of those things, right? We might
Yes,
and end up adding all those things here. It will be like same copy paste thing from that particular package. But you
yeah.
need to check. Yeah, we need to check with them. That was my
Yes, I
only.
think correct. I think he's going to create a PR for adding the another one that is frequently used. So maybe in that PR we can have a detailed discussion about what we can do for other things.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I think I just need to rebase this to unblock. I will do that today.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. So just to give the background here, so we initially had this all type field, which was coming from the VPC, one of the VPC packages, but they have now done a major restructuring there, and they have introduced some of the other fields. So the all type is something that they have completely dropped. So it is not part of the latest package release that they have done, and they are saying they have replaced all with this ICMP, TCP, UDP type. So this is equivalent to all. This was not reflected in the documentation also. This is something that we had to reach to them via Slack. So Karthik did that, and we figured this out with their with the information that they shared, and we initially replaced it accordingly in our PR here. And yeah, so only thing we were waiting for VPC team to test out these changes and get back to us. Yeah. And yeah, as I mentioned, there are some additional.
Uh,
Yeah, Manju.
yeah, I'm just curious, like what happens, let's say if you have used all in the previous version of the cap installed and then current version like um, the cluster upgradation or something like that, right? Let's say somebody's doing it.
Yeah, correct. Manoj. That is the doubt even I had. That's why I reached out to that VPC person. So that's why he told he will come up with the PR to add the new types he added. I'm not sure how is that going to be handled. So I have pinged one person, and that person is redirected to the one who currently reviewing this PR.
Okay,
Mm,
Yeah,
okay, Patrick.
then
yeah.
you might
Based
have to
on
put,
yeah,
yeah.
I need to rebase, and I think we should wait for his PR as well. I don't know when he's going to get, but last week we had a chat with him, and he told the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it doesn't make any sense for reversing anyways if he's going to work on then
Uh,
create PR. Like
yes, correct.
just hold it out, just close it, and then
Sure, sure.
open an issue with whatever
Hmm.
uh, then assign or look for the help and all that.
Yeah, and then I will do that.
Yeah. So this VPC add infrastructure creation proposal, this is mainly pending on the VPC folks. So whenever they have bandwidth, I think they will work on enhancing this one. Any other update we had, Karthik, from there?
No, no updates. I think currently it's undergoing some transition. So soon we should have a owner for this.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
I think the one who reviewed the previous PR might take it or something like that.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, this can be done later. The previous PR would be the first priority from the VPC
Yes.
perspective. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so these were all the pending PRs that we have right now. So we will go through it and we'll review the V1 beta 3. Karthik. Okay.
Yeah. I think I have
Uh,
another couple of small PRs. Then I think I would need some help from the team to do the wider set of changes. So I just the basic things which is required to
okay.
avoid confusion. Yeah.
So those are follow-up to this PR or those
Yes.
can.
Yes. Once this is
Okay.
done, I have another PR to add those needed fields. After that, it's generic things we can do on improvisation of the APIs and all, adding some linters, cleaning up the deprecated fields, so on.
Okay, okay. Understood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow-up PRs. Yeah. Uh, so these are the list of open issues we have. I had created a milestone for the next release, but okay. We have not tagged any issues as such as of now. To the next milestone. So one was API changes required. Okay. So I think Karthik, the PR that you have raised is already related to this. So this I'll tag for this milestone. That was one thing. Yeah. So on release tracker, I think we have covered most of the things. Yeah. Even the documentation is updated in the Netlify. Yeah. Did we uh, upload or push the latest images, machine images with the latest Kubernetes version in the buckets?
Yeah, Prajot. So I'm working on that. There are currently I'm working on Kubernetes 1.34 since we don't have images for that either. There were a couple of issues that I was facing. So VPC and PowerVS without DHCP is up. Yesterday there were some issues with IBM Cloud. It was throwing 500 errors. Should be 1.34 should be up today. All of the images. Just the DHCP one is remaining.
Okay. So you are uploading this to the bucket, right?
Yeah, I got access to that, right? Yes, I'm uploading it to the bucket directly. Yes.
Okay. There is a follow-up thing would be basically we need to import all these images into the respective Power VS instances and VPC instances where they'll be used for the testing purpose, right? Amulya, that would be the next section, right? Correct me
Yes,
if
we'll upload
yeah.
them and then change the CI scripts to point to the new images.
Yes, correct. Yeah. We'll need to import them first, but prior to we run those, do the
Yes,
runs.
then upload
Yeah.
and import. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just update this release tracker to reflect that point here also. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
And
onboard. Yeah.
new issue, sub issue for that. So onboard new images will have all of those details. This one. Yeah, on what should be done once we have new images.
Yes, I see that. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Amulya, for creating this. Yeah, this will be easy to track. Yeah. So yeah, onboard new images, add support for configuring load balance security groups. So Arshad was working on this. Karthik, was there any update on this? I don't think so. We have started yet.
Not it.
Yeah.
It's assigned in but not working.
Okay. Yeah.
This is another requirement came from the installer team. So I just created it as a placeholder.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just add this to the milestone. Okay. Resource group in VPC2 flow is not handled properly. Yeah, so all these three VPC tasks that we have created them, have them in place here. So whenever we have an update from the VPC folks who is going to be taking up these items, we'll add the respective assignees and add the milestones here. But currently, we don't have any plan or timeline on when this will be delivered from them. Yeah. So anything to add here, Karthik? This was the discussion that we had, right, with them last time.
Yeah, correct.
Tracking issue for V1 Beta 3. So I think there is already, Karthik has already started work on this. So a couple of PRs already merged. The next one is in review and there'll be some follow-up PRs. And we target this for this upcoming release.
Yeah.
Okay. Control the Golang used to pull in. Yeah. So this we'll see when we get some time. Uh, we'll need to figure out yeah, the flow, how we can control that. Yeah, but not a priority right now. Enable infrastructure, yeah, same thing as the other VPC tasks. So this is again dependent on the VPC folks. So whenever they have time or the bandwidth, they will let us know and we'll accordingly take action on these items. Unknown manifest, this is still pending. So I think Puneet was working on this one. Not sure what's the latest update, but yeah, I'll check on this with him and get back. Or someone else has a bandwidth, they can take it up also. Okay. Explore on how to fetch logs from machines when the, so yeah, this is again VPC. But I
Uh,
see Carl had assigned it to himself.
for both Carmel and Zainid, you shared some initial announcement post that I think we had a discussion on this Slack thread in our channel where I gave him a couple of pointers to check how, before taking a decision, to check how, if any, how the other providers are doing it. So I'll circle back on that with him if he has any other update.
Okay, sure. So VPC secure boot, yeah, again, area VPC add ability to support multiple service instances. So this is something that we had done some initial work on, but then eventually kept on hold based on the discussion that we had with Hamzi. Yeah, so at least not in plan for this upcoming release. Additional VPC infrastructure again on the VPC team. Tax control, created resources. So this is the proposal for this is already merged, and we will, since we are creating already V1 Beta 3 APIs, we'll plan to have it as part of this release as we have 3 months of time to work on this post changes are done by Karthik. Yeah. Okay. Handle odds. See probably not assigned to Amulya.
Yeah, and we'll have to revisit this. I don't recall. We made some change to handle these cube VIP changes, so we'll have to see if and what can we do if that's the latest or so. Yeah, we'll have to look into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can check on that. Yeah, something on not a priority maybe. Enable E2E test infra. Yeah, infra creation for the E2E.
There
So,
was spatial analysis done on this, but what should we take this up for this release or what is our priority on this?
so this new infra creation is with the
DHCP.
everything Power
Yeah,
BS and
yeah.
everything with DHCP bill now.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe what we can do is we'll wait for the V1 Beta 3 changes to be done, right? So that whatever the latest design that we come up with, we'll try to do the same thing with this E2E,
Yeah, sure.
the
No
latest
problem.
design. So that will, otherwise we'll have to again revisit this and redo the entire thing if we end up doing major changes.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Add priority listener pull port. Mhm. Think this was again something. we have to revisit and think on. Yeah. You have anything to add, Karthik, here on this?
Yeah, even this is one of the requests they had. After that, they told less priority, so we have just kept as it is. And once we
Yes.
stabilize, we can take that.
Okay. Yeah. So I think the issues which are anyways created by Hamzi, right, are more of like the requests that came from their team, right?
Yeah,
And
correct.
we did some initial investigation on some of those issues, and eventually, after having discussions with them, we realized that there was change in plan from their end, so we had to keep things on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Apart from that, this managed cluster. So managed cluster, we can. Yeah, this will take some time. Explore automation for image build. So Karthik, this was done very long back. So we had asked Kirtana to have these things in place somewhere, right, in some repo. Not sure what is pending
Hey,
here on this.
Prajot. So I have the automation she has written. I'll take this up once I'm done with creating the images manually.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So this I'll add to this milestone. This has been, I think, going for last two releases, but most of the work is completed. Just that we have to have the things in place somewhere. Okay.
Sorry, there are some more changes that might be required, especially for the DHCP image flow, because the way we are doing it currently, there is still some manual actions that are required, regardless of the automation. So we might have to make some changes in the image builder playbook for that.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Anyways, I have tagged this to this particular release, so we have ample amount of time to finish the
Yeah,
things which
sure.
are pending on this.
Yes.
Yeah. Then explore E2E framework to avoid Caligan scope. Okay, so this we will need to revisit and see.
Yeah, we'll have to revisit this. It's a low hanging, I would say, but yeah, we'll have to revisit and check this.
Yes. Bootstrap, cluster with ignition, add instrumentation. Yeah. Instrumentation, Anshuman, any updates here? I think
Yeah,
you have.
I looked into this. So there are two different types of let's say instrumentation, like observability that we need to add. There is a tracing, and there is what I can't remember. Basically using the dashboard. So for one of them, Cappy already has that implemented. The controller runtime actually added support for that. So Cappy is making use of that, and when since Cappy IBM cluster also requires the Cappy controller, I think that can just reuse the monitoring. Instrumentation we'll have to probably I'll probably have to look into creating a doc for that to plan out, because adding, like, it'll be a huge code change for adding instrumentation to all of the code at once. So that will have to probably be taken up in phases.
Okay. Yeah. So what you can do is you just put all your exploration, right? Whatever you have done uh, on this particular issue. Let's keep it updated.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
You can
Yes.
let us know. Yeah, you can take up simple, smaller thing and simple things at first, and then gradually improve or enhance those. So,
Sure. Yeah.
but yeah, just yeah, whatever information you have or exploration you have done, just update this issue, and we can take small things at a time and yeah, see.
True. Just one more thing, Prajot. So there's no issue for adding additional volume support for Power VS. Is that something that we want to take up in the next release? I know we were waiting to see that the VPC changes would be stable. I don't think tests have broken due to that anytime soon, right?
No, tests have not broken. Yeah, VPC at least it looks good. For Power VS, I had don't remember correctly, but there was some issues that we had as far as attaching additional volumes was concerned. So it was not part of our plan. I can't recollect, but I think I'll have that thread somewhere. So I'll just look into that. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Okay. So those were all the pending issues that we have, and these are some of the items that we have tagged as of now for the next milestone. Yeah, as we progress through this cycle, we'll eventually anyways create new issues for the any bugs or features that we plan. And based on the V1 beta 3 progress that we'll do, some of the additional design changes issues might open up. Yeah. So we have a lot of work to do in this particular cycle compared to the last one, as we expected. Yep. Yeah. So those were all the updates that we had for today. Anything else to be discussed? Okay, I'll just stop my sharing. Okay. 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 If no other things to discuss, I think we are good to close the call. Just a reminder that please update the meeting notes for the attendees list, and see you all in next 2 weeks. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.